Ever wondered how much it costs to get a verse from some of the biggest names in hip-hop? The numbers are mind-blowing. Starting with Snoop Dogg, if you want him on your track, be ready to drop $250,000 for a 16-bar verse. Want him in your video too? That's an additional $250,000 for just 1 hour on set. Then there's J. Cole. He reportedly charges $2,000 per word. In a feature with Young Thug, he rapped 210 words. That's $420,000 for one verse. But what's truly unexpected is Eminem. Unlike most artists, he charges nothing. Yes, zero, if he believes in the collaboration. All he asks in return is a verse for his own project. Now that's loyalty to the craft.
You already know that whenever Eminem and Rihanna make a song together, it's a guaranteed banger. But what Rihanna once revealed about Eminem will blow your mind. She shared that when she first reached out to Eminem for a feature, she expected him to ask for a huge fee, knowing he is one of the biggest artists of this generation. But you won't believe what Eminem said to Rihanna. His response shocked her. Eminem said, "Rihanna, if I asked you to pay for a verse, you wouldn't be able to afford it. But I respect you and what you're doing for music. If I vibe with the track, you get the verse for free. Just pull up to the studio and let's create something." Not only that, Eminem also gave her a priceless advice on how to elevate her career. Rihanna was surprised, and she realized this wasn't just another collaboration. It was a genuine connection between two talented artists. This is why the bond between Eminem and Rihanna is legendary, and it reflects in the music they put out.
It looks like things with Usher are worse than anybody could have seen coming, because word on the streets is that his ex-wife, Tamika Foster, just revealed that Usher allegedly has more STDs than we thought. Now, I know y'all have heard all those wild rumors of Usher allegedly getting used by Diddy back in the day, but some new information has it that Usher was allegedly slanging that thing all around town with multiple men. And get this, it seems like Usher has a long list of STDs that he has been struggling with over the years, and y'all are gonna be shook when we break down everything, so let's get into it. Okay, so I don't know about y'all, but Usher being exposed for having multiple STDs was not on my bingo card for 2025. Now, we've known about the herpes situation for a long time, but not these other ones. And now the streets are saying that Tamika is claiming that some of the STDs go way back to when he was at Diddy Flavored Camp. So way back when Usher got signed by L.A. Reid as a kid, not even a teenager yet, which shows just how long he's been in the game. He had serious talent from the start, but once puberty hit, his voice started cracking and there was talk of Reid dropping him. Luckily, Usher managed to convince him to stick it out, and instead of letting him go, Reid decided to send him to live with his friend, who happened to be Diddy. Usher was only 13 when he moved in with Diddy, and honestly, it was pretty clear from the beginning that it wasn't exactly a kid-friendly environment. Diddy was deep into the party scene, and Usher ended up being around a lot of stuff that most 13-year-olds probably shouldn't be exposed to. What's really interesting is that Usher hardly ever talks about his time living with Diddy. It's one of those chapters in his life that he tends to keep pretty quiet about. But during an interview with Howard Stern, he actually opened up a bit, and what he shared definitely raised some eyebrows. The way he described that experience was enough to set off some serious alarm bells.
The place was like just filled with chicks and being like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle,
right?
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried.
It says that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand.
And before y'all start wondering why his parents didn't step in or get him out of that situation, Usher actually explained that part too. According to him, his parents had no idea what was really going on because Diddy made him keep it all under wraps. He was basically told not to say anything, so he hid the truth from them at the time.
Jay Blige, they didn't know nothing about. Oh, I was having a good time. Really.
And I'm sure y'all saw that viral video when Diddy hinted that he and Usher used to sleep in the same bed.
That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older. His older brother. We used to fight over the.
Or the time he said this.
You think nobody else gets you? You take that time, boy. I see you. Like, going Vegas. You were in the kitchen. Eating all my cereal.
And now it turns out that we weren't reading too much meaning into the situation, because Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, also spoke about this in an interview. He said that a lot of people in the industry knew Diddy was into younger girls and boys, but most of them just looked the other way and didn't do anything about it.
All these
Do you remember the boy that Sandra Bullock adopted 15 years ago? Well, this is what happened to him and how he looks like today. Sandra Bullock is a famous Hollywood actress where she has acted in big movies such as Miss Congeniality, Gravity, and Bird Box.
Do not take your blindfolds off. Do not.
And has won many awards for her work, giving her a net worth of $250 million. So because of this, her adopted son, Luis Bardo Bullock, is able to go from being an orphan to becoming the child of one of the richest actresses in the world. And even though Sandra Bullock didn't want to be a mother, she had a change of heart when she experienced the disaster of Hurricane Katrina. This then led her to rethink motherhood, and ultimately, she and her then husband, Jesse James, who was a celebrity mechanic and entrepreneur, would choose to adopt a child within the country. And when Sandra saw Louise for the first time, she instantly had a connection with him. You see, when Louise was born, he was abandoned by his biological parents and was placed in an orphanage. But thankfully, when he was only 3.5 months old, he was adopted by the actress and would go on to live his new life. And even though Louise was always in the spotlight, it didn't affect his upbringing. Whereas he grew older, he would start being interested in food and mixing drinks, taking non-alcoholic drinks, and creating unique tastes. He also loved trying out different foods too, making him a foodie. And although his mother has starred in many movies, he doesn't watch much of her films as he prefers superhero movies or Japanese anime. Louise is also very sensitive and shares a good bond with his mother too. And now, he's 15 years old, where he's estimated to have a net worth of $100,000 to $300,000, where he's currently studying school but can be seen having a passion for sports and technology.